Hello, my dear friend. If you're a woman over 65, you've likely felt it. That stiffness in the knees when you stand, or the ache in your hands after a day of gardening or cooking. Joint pain can sneak into our lives quietly, but its impact is anything but small. It can make simple tasks feel harder, and over time, it may even limit the things you love most. Whether it's taking a walk with your grandchildren, dancing at a family gathering, or simply enjoying a good night's rest. But what if I told you that relief doesn't always have to come in the form of pills or creams? Sometimes, the most powerful medicine is already in your kitchen. Today, we're going to talk about 5 anti-inflammatory foods that can gently ease joint pain and support your body's natural healing, especially after 65. These are not trendy fads or difficult-to-find ingredients. They're simple, nourishing foods you can enjoy daily. And here's something you might not expect. One of these foods doesn't just calm inflammation. It may also help protect your bones and reduce the risk of falls as you age. We'll reveal that one a little later. So, if you're ready to feel stronger, more comfortable, and more confident in your body, stay with me. You may be surprised by how much power a small plate can hold. Let's begin with a common question. Is there really such a thing as food that fights inflammation? Or is that just a myth? It's a good question. And the answer is yes, but not all foods are created equal. One of the best documented anti-inflammatory foods is fatty fish, especially options like salmon, sardines, mackerel, and trout. These fish are rich in a special type of fat called omega-3 fatty acids. According to the National Institutes of Health, omega-3 South can reduce inflammation throughout the body, including in your joints. And that matters, because inflammation is often the hidden trigger behind joint stiffness, swelling, and discomfort. It's what causes that aching feeling that's worse in the morning or after long periods of rest. By calming inflammation, you may not only feel better, but also protect the long-term health of your joints. Here's how fatty fish can help. 1. Reduces joint pain and morning stiffness. Multiple studies show that people who eat omega-3 rich fish regularly experience less joint pain, especially in the knees and hands. One study published in the Annals of the Rheumatic Diseases found that older adults with rheumatoid arthritis had significantly improved symptoms after adding omega-3 South to their diets. 2. Supports heart and brain health too. As a bonus, these healthy fats don't just help your joints. They're also linked to better heart rhythm, lower blood pressure, and even reduced cognitive decline, according to the American Heart Association and the Alzheimer's Association. 3. Easy ways to include more fatty fish in your week. You don't need to eat fish every day. Just 2 to 3 servings per week can make a difference. Here are some gentle ways to add them to your routine. Try canned wild salmon in a salad or sandwich. Grill a fillet of mackerel with lemon and herbs. Mix sardines into a warm pasta with olive oil and garlic, a Mediterranean favorite. And if fish isn't your favorite, you might consider a high-quality fish oil supplement, but always check with your doctor first, especially if you take blood thinners. Now here's something you might not expect. There's a certain spice, not a food, that works hand-in-hand with omega-3 South to soothe joint pain. And you may already have it in your cupboard. Let's begin with a simple question. Can a single spice really make a difference in joint pain? If you've ever sipped golden milk or tried Indian cuisine, you've likely tasted turmeric. That warm, earthy spice with a vibrant yellow color. But turmeric isn't just for flavor. It's been used in traditional medicine for centuries, and now modern science is catching up. The active compound in turmeric is called curcumin, and it's been shown to have strong anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. According to a review published in the Journal of Medicinal Food, curcumin can reduce markers of inflammation in the body, often with fewer side effects than over-the-counter pain medications. Here's how turmeric can help ease joint discomfort, especially for women over 65. 1. Reduces swelling in arthritic joints. Research from the Arthritis Foundation suggests that curcumin targets inflammatory pathways much like some anti-inflammatory drugs do. This can mean less swelling, less morning stiffness, and a greater range of motion in the joints, especially in the knees and hips. 2. Protects against age-related joint wear. Inflammation doesn't just cause pain. It also contributes to the gradual breakdown of cartilage, the cushion between your joints. By reducing inflammation, turmeric may help slow this wear and tear. 3 easy ways to enjoy turmeric every day. You don't need exotic recipes to get turmeric into your diet. Try stirring half a teaspoon into warm almond milk with a pinch of black pepper. Sprinkling turmeric into scrambled eggs, soups, or roasted vegetables. Adding it to a smoothie with banana, cinnamon, and oat milk for a gentle golden blend. And if you prefer a supplement, look for one that includes black pepper extract. Studies show this can improve the absorption of curcumin by up to 2,000%. But remember, while turmeric is powerful, it's even more effective when paired with the right nutrients. In fact, our next food not only reduces inflammation, but also builds stronger bones, and that's critical for any woman over 65. Here's a question many women ask. Is sugar in fruit bad for inflammation? That's a great question, especially since many of us have been told to watch our sugar intake after 60. But not all sugars are created equal. The natural sugars in whole fruits, especially berries, come packaged with powerful nutrients, fiber, and a treasure trove of antioxidants that actually help fight inflammation, not worsen it. Let's take a closer look at why berries like blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries deserve a place on your plate, especially if you're dealing with joint pain. 1. Berries are rich in anthocyanins, nature's anti-inflammatory pigments. That deep red, purple, or blue color you see in berries comes from compounds called anthocyanins, according to the Harvard School of Public Health. These pigments have been shown to reduce inflammatory markers in the blood and even help protect joint cartilage. A 2017 study in the Journal of Nutrition found that women who regularly consumed berries had lower levels of C-reactive protein, a key indicator of inflammation in the body. And lower CRP levels are linked to less joint pain and reduced risk of chronic conditions like arthritis and heart disease. 2. Support for bones and connective tissues. Berries are also packed with vitamin C, which your body needs to produce collagen, an essential protein for healthy joints, ligaments, and bones. As we age, collagen production naturally slows down. By eating vitamin-rich foods like berries can help maintain joint flexibility and skin elasticity. 3. Gut health equals less inflammation. There's another reason berries are so helpful. They support a healthy gut microbiome. And recent research shows that your gut plays a huge role in regulating inflammation throughout the body. The fiber in berries helps feed good bacteria, which in turn lowers systemic inflammation, including in the joints. 4. Simple ways to enjoy berries after 6. Add a handful of frozen blueberries to your morning oatmeal. Mix strawberries into plain Greek yogurt for a protein-packed snack. Blend raspberries into a smoothie with spinach and almond milk. Keep a small bowl of berries by your chair for a natural anti-inflammatory evening treat. And yes, even frozen berries retain their nutrients. So don't worry if fresh ones aren't in season. But what if I told you there's a food that fights inflammation and strengthens your bones, and it's not a fruit or vegetable? In fact, it's creamy, tangy, and full of living cultures that may help reduce joint pain from the inside out. Let me ask you something important. Have you ever felt your digestion getting slower, or noticed more bloating or discomfort after meals as you've aged? You're not alone. After 65, many women experience subtle changes in digestion, and few people realize this has a direct impact on joint pain and inflammation. You see, a healthy digestive system does more than break down food. It also helps regulate your immune system, produce important vitamins, and most importantly, control inflammation throughout the body, including your joints. That's where fermented foods like plain yogurt, kefir, and sauerkraut come in. 1. Your gut controls your inflammatory response. Inside your digestive system lives a complex ecosystem called the gut microbiome. Trillions of bacteria that play a key role in your health. As we age, this system becomes more fragile. It's easily disrupted by antibiotics, stress, poor diet, or even just the natural changes that come with time. And when the microbiome is out of balance, something called dysbiosis, your body becomes more prone to chronic low-grade inflammation. This is the same inflammation that contributes to joint pain, fatigue, weight gain, and even depression. But here's the good news. Certain foods can nourish and rebalance the microbiome, and fermented foods are some of the most powerful tools available. 2. How yogurt and kefir soothe inflammation. Plain yogurt and kefir are rich in live probiotic cultures, beneficial bacteria that help strengthen your gut lining, reduce inflammation, and improve nutrient absorption. According to the National Institute on Aging, maintaining a healthy gut is linked to better immune function, fewer infections, and lower rates of arthritis-related pain. A 2020 study in Nutrients Journal found that adults who consumed fermented dairy had significantly lower levels of inflammatory markers, including IL-6 and TNF-alpha, both of which are involved in joint inflammation and autoimmune diseases. Kefir in particular contains up to 30 different strains of probiotics, making it one of the richest sources of diverse live cultures. 3. Fermented vegetables, a secret weapon for joint health. It's not just dairy. Foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, and miso are also filled with live probiotics and plant-based anti-inflammatory compounds. They help increase your body's production of short-chain fatty acids, which have been shown to reduce joint swelling and pain in clinical studies. 4. How to include fermented foods without upsetting your stomach. Start slowly, especially if these foods are new to you. Try a small cup of plain kefir in the morning. A tablespoon of sauerkraut alongside lunch. Greek yogurt with berries as an afternoon snack. Choose unsweetened varieties, since added sugar can cancel out the anti-inflammatory effects. And look for the words live active cultures on the label to ensure you're getting the benefits. Many people don't realize this, but some probiotics also support calcium absorption, which is key for bone strength and joint support. That means a simple bowl of yogurt may help more than just your digestion. We've talked about food that calms inflammation and supports your gut. But what about a food that lubricates your joints, improves your mobility, and can even help you sleep better? That's what we'll explore next. Here's a question you might not have considered. Can something as simple as the oil you cook with actually protect your joints? If you've ever visited a Mediterranean country or followed a Mediterranean-style diet, you've likely heard about the benefits of extra virgin olive oil. But what many people don't realize is that this golden oil is more than just heart healthy. It's also one of the most effective natural anti-inflammatory agents available, especially for women over 65. Let's break down why. 1. Olive oil contains natural anti-inflammatory compounds. Extra virgin olive oil is rich in a unique compound called oleocanthal. According to research from the Monau Chemical Senses Center, oleocanthal works similarly to ibuprofen, one of the most common anti-inflammatory medications. It inhibits the same enzymes that cause joint inflammation and pain. But unlike ibuprofen, olive oil doesn't irritate the stomach or raise cardiovascular risks when consumed moderately. A daily dose of just 2 tablespoons of high-quality extra virgin olive oil may provide the same anti-inflammatory effects as a low-dose NSAID without the side effects. 2. Improves joint mobility and reduces morning stiffness. In a 2015 study published in the International Journal of Rheumatic Diseases, older adults who included olive oil regularly in their diets reported less joint stiffness in the mornings, improved range of motion, reduced need for pain relievers after just 12 weeks. One reason is that olive oil helps lubricate the joints by supporting the body's natural production of synovial fluid, the cushioning substance that keeps your knees, hips, and fingers moving smoothly. 3. Supports bone health, heart function, and brain clarity. The benefits go beyond the joints. Olive oil is a cornerstone of the Mediterranean diet, which has been linked to stronger bones and lower rates of osteoporosis, improved memory and cognition in women over 60, lower risk of stroke and heart disease. All of these factors contribute to a longer, more active life, the kind where you feel confident walking, gardening, dancing, and enjoying your independence. For how to use olive oil correctly. To get the most benefits, focus on extra virgin olive oil, cold-pressed and rich in antioxidants. Store it in a dark bottle, away from heat and light to prevent oxidation. Use it in salad dressings, drizzled over roasted vegetables, or stirred into soups just before serving. Avoid using it for high-heat frying, which can damage its delicate compounds. Instead, use avocado oil or ghee for high-heat cooking. Bonus tip: try making a simple anti-inflammatory salad dressing. Mix 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, a small crushed garlic clove, and a pinch of turmeric and black pepper. It's delicious, healing, and supports both joints and digestion. 5. Real-life example. Maria's story. Maria, a 68-year-old grandmother from Arizona, had been struggling with stiff knees that made morning walks difficult. She started adding olive oil to her meals daily, replacing butter on toast, adding it to her salads, and using it to vegetables. Within weeks, she noticed her knees felt smoother when she stood up, and her hands no longer ached when she was baking with her grandkids. Of course, everyone's body is different, but stories like Maria's show just how powerful these small daily changes can be. You now know which foods help reduce inflammation, support the gut, and lubricate joints. But what about a powerful drink that can do all of that, while also improving your sleep, calming your nerves, and protecting your bones overnight? Let's talk about that next. Here's something many women over 65 wonder. Do leafy greens really make a difference, or are they just good for digestion? It's a valid question. We've all heard that vegetables are healthy, but when it comes to aging, there are specific leafy greens that can offer extraordinary support, not just for your digestion, but also for your joints, bones, and even cognitive health. Let's explore how simple, affordable greens like spinach, kale, collard greens, arugula, and Swiss chard can become powerful allies in your healthy aging journey. 1. A rich source of vitamin K, the silent protector of joints and bones. One of the most important nutrients found in leafy greens is vitamin K1. This vitamin plays a crucial role in regulating calcium metabolism, ensuring that calcium is deposited in your bones rather than your joints or blood vessels. According to the Framingham Offspring Study, older adults who consumed the highest levels of vitamin K from leafy greens had significantly lower rates of osteoarthritis, particularly in the knees. Another study in arthritis care and research showed that vitamin K deficiency was linked to more severe cartilage wear. In simple terms, without enough vitamin K, your body may not properly protect your bones or cushion your joints. 2. Packed with antioxidants that soothe inflammation naturally. Leafy greens are rich in lutein, beta-carotene, and quercetin, antioxidants that help reduce oxidative stress and calm down inflammation throughout the body. These antioxidants work by neutralizing free radicals, which are unstable molecules that damage tissues, including joint linings and connective tissue. For women over 65, regularly consuming greens can mean less joint stiffness in the morning, improved circulation to knees, hands, and hips, reduced flare-ups of arthritis symptoms after activity. 3. Magnesium and potassium, the unsung heroes. Many greens, especially spinach and Swiss chard, are excellent sources of magnesium and potassium, 2 minerals that relax muscles and reduce cramping, support nerve function, which can ease joint discomfort, improve sleep quality, which is vital for overnight recovery. As we age, magnesium intake tends to fall short, and joint pain often worsens when this mineral is low. Adding a cup or two of leafy greens daily can gently restore balance without relying on supplements. 4. Brain support and cognitive health. In a landmark study published in Neurology, researchers followed over 950 adults for nearly 5 years. They found that those who ate just one serving of leafy greens per day had the cognitive function of someone 11 years younger than those who rarely consumed them. Why? Because these greens fuel the brain with folate, lutein, and other protective nutrients that reduce brain inflammation and preserve memory. So when you eat spinach or kale, you're not just helping your joints, you're also protecting your clarity of thought, your memory, and your independence. 5. How to make greens delicious and easy to eat. If you grew up thinking greens were bitter or boring, try these tips. Spinach or chard in olive oil with a little garlic and lemon. Add kale to soups where it softens and absorbs flavor. Blend raw arugula or baby spinach into a morning smoothie. You won't even taste it. Make a colorful chopped salad with romaine, shredded carrots, apple slices, and sunflower seeds. The goal isn't to eat giant bowls of greens. Even just a handful a day can make a big difference. 6. Daily habit, lifelong benefits. Think of leafy greens as part of your daily protection, just like brushing your teeth or taking a walk. They don't work overnight, but with consistent use, they reduce wear on your joints, protect bone density, and support your heart and brain. You don't need fancy supplements or extreme diets. You need what nature has always provided, quietly, reliably, and abundantly. We've covered powerful foods for inflammation, mobility, and aging well. But the real magic happens when you connect the dots, when these small daily changes become long-term habits that empower your health every day. You've now discovered 5 powerful foods that don't just taste good, they gently heal your body from the inside out. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. Fatty fish like salmon and sardines soothe inflammation in the joints and protect your heart and brain. Turmeric, the golden spice, works like nature's ibuprofen, especially when paired with black pepper. Berries, though small, deliver antioxidants that reduce pain and support collagen for joint and skin health. Yogurt and fermented foods improve your gut health, which regulates inflammation and strengthens immunity. Olive oil doesn't just support your heart, it actually lubricates your joints and helps you move more freely. And leafy greens packed with vitamin K and magnesium protect your bones, support your brain, and calm pain at the source. These aren't extreme changes. They're everyday ingredients. And they remind us of something important. You don't have to give up comfort to feel better. You simply need to choose foods that comfort you and your joints at the same time. Now, as promised, let me share a simple nighttime drink that brings several of these benefits together. It's especially helpful if you have joint pain at night, trouble falling asleep, or wake up feeling stiff. Evening Comfort Drink. A gentle anti-inflammatory blend, this soothing drink helps your body recover as you rest. Here's how to make it. Ingredients: 1 cup of warm, unsweetened almond milk, 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, a pinch of cinnamon, a crack of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil, optional, a few drops of vanilla extract or raw honey. Instructions: warm the milk gently, don't boil it. Stir in the turmeric, cinnamon, and black pepper. Add the olive oil last and stir until blended. Sip slowly about 30 minutes before bed. This calming drink provides turmeric and olive oil to reduce overnight inflammation, healthy fats to support joint lubrication, magnesium from the milk to promote better sleep and muscle relaxation, and a warm, soothing ritual to end your day with intention. A final message for you. Aging is not about giving things up. It's about choosing what truly nourishes you, body and spirit. Every small step you take, a healthier breakfast, a splash of olive oil, a handful of greens, is a vote for your independence, your vitality, and your joy. Remember, it's not too late. Not at 65, not at 75, not at 85. You have the power to reduce pain, restore strength, and continue living a full and meaningful life. If this video brought you clarity or comfort, I invite you to subscribe for more science-based tips made just for women like you. And if you've tried any of these foods or have your own gentle remedies to share, leave a comment below. Your story might inspire someone else. Until next time, take care of your body, your heart, and your beautiful spirit. You deserve to feel strong every day.